Welcome, everyone. Greetings, greetings, and of course, we would love to welcome and recognize our Honorable Mayor Brandon Scott. So, let's be a bit relaxed and give him a big round of applause for being here today. My name is Reynolds Small. I'm the marketing representative for the Baltimore Washington 1 Carnival. And it's definitely an esteemed honor to be here today to be part of the representation of the 2022 Baltimore, D.C. Caribbean American 1 Carnival. You know, we've been, of course, had a setback in terms of COVID-19. So how many of us are just happy to be here today to do some type of celebration, you know? And of course, we know that, the carnival has always been a part of our culture here in Baltimore, and so we definitely want to send our biggest respects to our Honorable Mayor for taking time out of his busy day, I'm sure, to be here with us for a moment. At this point in time, we will continue with this morning's proceedings, and I would love to welcome our President of the Baltimore, D.C. 1 Caribbean Carnival, Dr. Elaine Simon. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Good morning. Oh, well, I think it's afternoon yet? No. Good morning, everyone. Wait, y'all sleeping? Good morning, everyone. Okay, that sounds a little better. We came here to celebrate the Caribbean islands, so get ready to do a little movement and don't just stand around. We want some action coming up in Baltimore for the next couple of weeks. We had a wonderful weekend, great weekend, last weekend with the mayor's project. It was out of sight, and we are getting ready to do our thing here in Baltimore. I would just like to thank my executive members that are here. Thank you. And our steel band, our island steel band, Trinidad and Tobago Steel Orchestra. And Miss Pat Heraxon, who has a youth program at her school that she teaches Caribbean art in terms of festivities, the way we dress, the way we dance. And Pat, thank you today for sharing the kids with us. Travis Winky, as always, just a pleasure. Chris Davis, on behalf of Jamaica Travel Board, thank you, always a pleasure having Air Jamaica in the house. Marva Williams, we've been working together for many years, thank you. And everyone else, thanks for coming. Shakumba, I know we're getting ready to go up on this tilt and fall down here. Well, good. That's an island joke. Okay, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to some and present to others. But before I do, I must briefly share a little joke. I call it a joke, but it was very meaningful. 2019 at our Caribbean Festival, the then Brandon Scott asked me and his team, could they be in the parade? I said, yes, no problem. And he said to me, Mayor, you said you don't know, but I know about Carnival. I said, you do? He said, yes, I was a little boy in Park Heights, and my grandmother used to have me on her porch, and when the festival come down Park Heights, I remember the ladies dancing, I remember the costume. Well, Mayor Smoke, thank you for that trip down memory lane. And at this time, I would like to introduce our mayor, our illustrious mayor, Brandon Scott.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Simon. Yes, it's true. Some of my fondest summer memories are sitting on my family's porch in Park Heights and watching the parade go by, participating in just a little bit, but we won't talk about that today. I am so thankful that we have such a deep level of cultural events here in Baltimore, and our Caribbean culture here in Baltimore. It's such a large thing, not just for those of us who grew up in Park Heights, but all across the city of Baltimore. And as Dr. Simon just said, we just had an amazing Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend celebrating AFRAM in Druid Hill Park. I want to thank everyone that came out and had a beautiful Black safe time in Baltimore. It was so good to see so many of our residents back out after what we all had been through the last few years. And now we are here to kick off another much anticipated event, the grand return of the in-person Baltimore, Washington One Caribbean Carnival and Festival, which will take place on July 9th and 10th at the historic Clifton Park. I want to thank all of our partners and organizations that have helped make this possible, Dr. Simon and the CACAB, all the incredible artists and vendors that will be on display that weekend, and last but not least, and most importantly, the entire Caribbean community here in Baltimore. We are home to an active and colorful Caribbean community who take pride in their roots and infuse that into the culture of Baltimore. And this year, for the 41st time, we will get a taste of the Caribbean through music, food, and so much more in Clifton Park on July 9th and 10th. I'm especially excited to be making this announcement today because June is also Caribbean Heritage Month. It's about connecting our communities and finding similarities between us while celebrating the differences that make us unique. And in Baltimore, where our residents are free to be themselves, celebrate their heritage, so we will, just like we have in years before, and I can make a safe bet that because we've been pent up for the last 2 years, that this is going to be a festive festival. So what we want is for everyone to come to the festival. Whether that you're participating or attending, to come out, enjoy the food, enjoy the music, enjoy the dancing as I did as a little boy and still do as a grown man, to make sure that you are partaking in one of Baltimore's most treasured events. So get ready to show up and show out. I know everyone participating in parade and the festival will do that and do what Baltimore does time and time again and celebrate on July 9th and 10th as we uplift our deep Caribbean heritage here in Baltimore City. I want you to meet me there, not beat me there, not meet me there, so I will see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Scott. And, you know, this is just a testament to the involvement that can be had with the diaspora. You know, when you think of the different backgrounds, the different ethnicities, the different cultures that we experience and that we treasure and that we celebrate in Baltimore, definitely we know that we are a city to be reckoned with. And if you have heard and listened to what Mayor Scott said and what he expressed, you can definitely tell that he is a full embodiment of our Caribbean culture. And so we want to thank you, Mayor Scott, for being part of that. Again, I'm the marketing and media personnel for the Baltimore DC One Carnival. And again, we just want to give you a little bit more background about the Carnival. You know, this is our 41st year. And Carnival is really a time to shine. It is a time when historically the slaves who were held in captivity and pent up, it was a sort of rebellion in terms of being able to have a time when they can throw their shackles off and come out and celebrate on the streets and celebrate in the fields and celebrate as much as they could, knowing that they were still enslaved. And so not only is there Caribbean culture behind Carnival, but there's also an African culture behind Carnival. And so Carnival has been and is still one of the biggest festivals worldwide. Right here in our country, we understand, and for those of you who want to look it up, more than half of the states celebrate Carnival. Well over half of the states celebrate Carnival. So just to bring you that idea of significance, but we are very proud of Baltimore's and the DC's One Carnival. And so we're asking you not only to come out on the 9th and 10th of July, but to support. You know, if you know someone who has an organization and is looking for some width and looking for some depth and some reach, especially if they're not tapped into our rich Caribbean culture, now is the time to make sure that you share today's proceedings. I want to thank the media for coming out today and really representing us. And with that, I really want to give it back to Dr. Simon, because, you know, we were just expressing something, and not in many forums are you able to see this amount of coverage that we get from the media when we do things Caribbean. And so I know it has a lot to do with her, and it has a lot to do with the efforts of the team. And so again, we just want to welcome you out on July 9th and 10th. And what we're going to be able to do now is to represent us, not only as, well, me as Trinidad and Tobago, she's Antiguan. We have so many people from different parts of the Caribbean, Jamaica, but right now at this point in time, I want to welcome Mr. Kirk White. He's the Business Development Officer of the Jamaica Tourist Board. See, I'm stumbling over it because I just met him, but I want to welcome Mr. Kirk White now to say a few words. Sir?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. First, I want to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Brandon Scott. Good morning, Mayor. To everyone that's here, of course, Kirk White representing the Jamaica Tourist Board and representing, of course, the beautiful destination of Jamaica. I also want to thank Elaine for giving us this opportunity to always be in support of the Carnival experience. Of course, we've been supporting Carnival for so many years, and in expressing our solidarity, we had to be here this time around to actually be a part of the festivities and be a part of this wonderful Caribbean heritage and this Caribbean celebration. Jamaica has its experience of Carnival as well. During the months of April, during the month of April, we normally have our celebration in Jamaica, of course, parading in the streets of Kingston, and there are other carnival activities happening on island as well. So we had to be here, of course, to express our solidarity. We had to be here to showcase at the same time what Jamaica has to offer and what Jamaica is in experiencing and bringing forth the carnival experience on island. So again, to the organizers, thank you so much. We look forward to an amazing event. We look forward to a great partnership, and we look forward to showcasing what Jamaica has to offer for the carnival experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. White. And now we would like to ask Ms. Pat Haraxin to come to the front.
Good morning, everyone. So are we ready? Are we ready for your Caribbean experience? Yes. I'm here on behalf of God's Church Elementary School, a private school that I own, and I am the business owner of that school, and it's also a Christian school. I heard Dr. Simon say that we teach the culture of Caribbean, but we also keep our African descendants going as well. I've wrote a book on Black history, so I teach Black history. So that's what we do. That's who we are. So let's get ready to show the culture. Are you ready, Mr. Dominic? Where's Mr. Dominic? Are we ready? Wait right there. Just wait right there. We're waiting for Mr. Dominic. Where's Mr. Dominic? He's going to put the music on. Just a second. We got it. Thank you. Now, when we do this, these are kids, so you guys got to get involved. Even the cameramen. Hold your cameras and do like this. Are we ready? These are our children of the Caribbean community representing. Let's give them a hand. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
All right, I think now we're going to get a little music from the steel band. The Trinidad and Tobago Steel Orchestra. And let's make some noise for the stilt dancers. They are Shakumba and the St. Thomas Virgin Islands. And of course, here we have the face of Baltimore DC1's Carnival, Miss China. This is just a taste of what you will experience on July 9th and 10th. On the streets of Waverly and, of course, Clifton Park. And Miss China's costume is called Coastal Breeze. Carnival is all about the color, the celebration, the revelry. And if you ever thought about learning to be a stilt dancer, you can let Mr. Shakumba know, and you'll get classes. So let's give it up one more time for the stilt dancers and the face of Carnival, Miss China Allen. All right, all right, all right. Give it up. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just a very small representation of what Baltimore DC1 Carnival is about. There's about 17 bands that you're going to be able to experience on July 9th. All right, let's make some noise for the Trinidad and Tobago Steel Orchestra accompanying the stilt dancers and, of course, the masquerader, Miss China. At this point in time, we're going to continue, and I want to welcome the Executive Director of the Baltimore Washington One Carnival, Mr. Lawton Sargent.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Are you ready for the road, as we say, July 9th and July 10th? I want to thank you, Mayor Scott, for your support. We are celebrating 41 years in Baltimore. This is our 10th year of collaborating with the Washington-Baltimore groups coming together. As we can see in our community, unity is strength. And as a Caribbean community, we are proud to be a part of this event. So there are so many activities in store for you on those 2 days. We have some flyers available on the table, so make sure you get a flyer before you leave today. We want to thank all of the entertainers and the beautiful costume display today. And we have some delicious Caribbean cuisine, Caribbean flavor available. So make sure you taste your favorite from the Caribbean delicacies that we have available. On behalf of the Baltimore Washington One Carnival, we want to encourage you to come out and support this great event. We looking forward to, as usual, a safe event, and the community is actually very excited. We have been touring throughout the DMV area, spreading the word about this great event. So we are looking forward to great things on July 9th and 10th. So again, thank you so much for coming out, and enjoy all of the festivities that we have remaining for the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sargent. And I just want to remind and let everyone know that when we are from the Caribbean, and when we say we have food available, it's for every single person that may want to partake in what's available. So even the media team, if there are other members that are in the building here, you can share the information and let them know. We do not like taking food back home, okay? So enjoy, partake of it, and once again, on behalf of the Baltimore Caribbean One Carnival, on behalf of our Honorable Mayor Brandon Scott, we want to thank each and every one for being here today. Let's go Carnival 2022! And of course, we're going to turn you back over to the steel band. They'll accompany us. Oh, and before we wrap up, if there's is there anyone that has any questions about the festival? Anyone who has never been and probably has a burning question? And if not, and you don't want to do it at a public forum, the president is still here, or executive director is still here. I will still be here for a little while, and of course, feel free to ask questions. Again, July 9th and 10th, okay? Thank you.